Hello guys, welcome to today's video. My name is Jorge Villanueva. I am with DP Electric. And today we're going to be going over how to properly wire up a light switch, a receptacle, and a GFCI, taking in consideration the line and the load with the GFCI. Before we touch anything, we want to make sure that there is no power, right? By this point, we should have already turned off the breaker, come in, check, make sure that there is no power. Obviously, we know that there is no power here, but you always want to go ahead and make sure and check that there is no power. After you have verified that there is no power, we're going to go ahead and start with our receptacle first. When you look at the back side of the receptacle, you're going to notice that you have some gold screws, silver screws, and the green screw. These are going to be your termination points. You're going to be connecting your phase colors, your hot conductors to the gold terminal, your neutrals to your silver terminal, and your ground wire is going to be going to your green terminal. First thing that we want to do is we want to start stripping our wires. We're also going to be utilizing pigtails for this situation, just because we have multiple ones. That way we can keep putting them and taking them apart. It is also good practice in the field to use pigtails. Grab our wire nuts, put them all together, and then start tying them down with your wire nut. Once you start feeling it snug, you want to give a little tug on each wire, making sure that they're nice and tight. And we're going to be working with this end. This end is the one that's going to be hooking up to your receptacle or to the device that you're working with. Just continue with our neutral, give them a tug, nice and tight. And then with our hot wires. Once you're at this step, then you have just 3 wires coming out. These will be your pigtails. You're gonna go ahead and strip them. Good thing to know is that your devices sometimes have a little strip gauge in the back that I will be showing you guys in the video. And you can go ahead and put it up against it and make sure that you are stripping it enough or not over stripping it. After this, since we went ahead and stripped these, we're gonna do something that we call dog ears. We're gonna do little loops. The reason we do these little loops is because they're gonna go around our terminal screws. We always want to start with our ground screw first, and you want to go clockwise. That way when you're tying down your screw, it's tying down your wire as it's tying down your screw. And that's how it's supposed to look at the end. Not pinch any insulation, wires coming straight up, no copper showing past the part of the device itself. The only thing that comes out is going to be any insulation. You see the black wire goes with the gold screw. The green wire goes with the green screw down here, and the white wire goes with the silver screw right here. And that's for your receptacle. Now we're gonna move into the light switch. For a light switch, the termination points are gonna be a little bit different. If you guys notice, on the light switch, you don't have any silver screws on this side. You only have gold screws on this side and your green ground screw. So for this one, what we're gonna actually be doing is, we're not going to be connecting the white wire to the device at all. We're just going to be capping them together, stripping the wires, capping them together, allowing the power to still flow through them, but that'll be it. And then your black wires, we're going to go ahead and take off this pigtail from right here. Let's pretend that this wires over here are going to be hooked up to our light. These wires over here are coming from our power. If you guys look in your light switch, you're going to have wording that's going to be your line side. That's going to be the side feeding the power to your load, to the light that you're going to. So you want to make sure that the wire coming in from your power is going to be hooked up to that bottom terminal. That way when you hit your switch, it turns on your light. So we go ahead and do our dog ears to these ones as well, just the way we did it to the other ones. Make sure we strip enough wire. You always want to strip a little bit more for your dog ears than you would do for just the wire nut connection. Now, a lot of people do it different ways. I like to use the tip of my wire strippers to go ahead and twist it. You can also use these little holes back here in the corner on the sides to go ahead and twist your wire. Just different ways, but you get the same outcome, the little dog ears. So right here, the same thing. We're gonna start with our ground terminal first. Hook up our ground. The white wire, the neutrals, are not gonna be hooked up to this device. We had stated that the wire coming in from this side was gonna be our line wire. Loosen up these screws right here. And this wire is going to be going up to your light switch. Right there is going to be how you're going to connect your light switch. Now let's move into the GFCI, our ground fault circuit interrupter. It's going to be a little bit of different connection to this one as well. If you look at it, same thing, you have your gold screws and you have your silver screws. The only difference with this one is you're going to have your line side and your load side. You need to be very aware of which one's going to be your line side and which one's going to be your load side. Everything that comes after your load side will be protected by the GFCI. So you gotta know, you want to make sure that you don't cross them, because you can actually damage the device itself. For this one, we're not going to be using any pigtails other than for our ground. Also, another really cool thing about the GFCI, that most of them come with pressure plates that you can use, or you can do your dog ears, your little hooks, but we're going to be using the pressure points on this one. With the same scenario, this is our line side. This is where our power's coming into. This is going to be feeding any other receptacle that's going to be on the after this GFCI that's going to be protected. You would basically hook up like this one after this one, protecting this one through this method right here. So we're going to treat this as our line side. This as our load side. So we start with our first one, which is going to be our ground wire, and we're just going to go back here behind our pressure plate and tighten it down. Tug on it, make sure you're good. I always like to start with the line side, that way I don't get confused. I'm gonna go to my terminals. I'm gonna see where it tells me line side. Here's your neutral, here's your hot. I'm gonna go ahead and stab my neutral there. I'm gonna then go with my hot wire, stab it right there. Jump to my load side, have my neutral come in, my line side, and there you have it. Your hot wires connected to your gold terminals, your silver wire, your white wires connected to your silver terminals, but you're identifying which one's your line and which one's your load. Thank you for watching today's video, and we hope to see you on the next one.